Spring training is here. The year 2025 is here. So that means that many teams have a different roster. Many teams have made a lot of trades. Well, not a lot of trades because I turned on the trade sliders. But a lot of teams have made different roster changes in the free agency market. Especially the Padres. The Padres, they went out and got two veteran pitchers, Andrew Heaney. They also got Gary Sanchez, a former Brewer, but the biggest signing is Juan Soto. They got back Juan Soto because the Yankees did not pick him up. They also got Edmundo Sosa and Kenley Jansen. So the Padres, they're trying to do something this coming year, 2025. Another team that made some moves, the Angels. They got Francisco Mejia, Victor Robles, guys with a lot of potential. And they also got Alex Bregman, a potential, 90 overall. They also got Brent Rooker to try and help out Mike Trout because Mike Trout, he needs help, bro. He needs help. He needs all the help he can right now. Shohei Ohtani left, so he has nobody else. The Cubs, they went out and got some guys as well. Dominic Smith, Joe Mantiply, Gavin Sheets, be potential 72 overall. They got some decent guys. Not some big changes. Not like, oh my God, they're going to be crazy good. But some guys that could perform. The Rangers went out and got Harry Ford, a potential 75 overall. I don't know how they got this guy. Like, I don't know how they were able, the Mariners let go of Harry Ford, but Texas has him now. Another team that made some moves, the Diamondbacks. They got Alex Cobb, and they also got nobody else. That's the only person they got, Alex Cobb. Oh, James Paxton as well, but it's just veteran pitchers that they got. I don't really know why, but I guess that's going to help them out. We'll see what the Diamondbacks do this coming 2025 season. But as of right now, it's not looking that good because they just have veteran pitchers. If they get injured, it's pretty much over for them. The Dodgers, the big guys that couldn't do it with Shohei Ohtani, went out and got two Mets players, Tyrone Taylor and Jorge Lopez, justice for Jorge Lopez. And they also got a potential 92 overall, Tanner Scott, for the bullpen to save him some games. Another team that went out and got some guys, the Giants, they only got two players, Frazier and Kyle Hendricks, to help them out. I don't really know what their position is right now, what they're trying to do, but last year they got eliminated earlier than us. Jake Bowers, our former teammate, he went over to the Guardians. I don't really know why we let go of him. I think it's probably because we have a lot of guys in the outfield, but he's no longer on the team. Jake Woodford, Joe Barlow, they go over there to Chicago, the White Sox. Just two relievers for the White Sox. The A's have a new field this year. They're still in Oakland, but they were able to acquire a new field. And with that, they're able to get some guys. Some people want to come to their team. Corbin Burns, a B potential 90 overall veteran, goes to Oakland. Maybe that new field is intriguing them. And also Shane Bieber. So Oakland making some big moves, getting some big aces, two aces coming to Oakland. Pete Alonso did not go back to the Mets. He went over to Seattle. That's the only big acquisition that Seattle did. But that's a big one. 5-year deal, I believe, for Pete Alonso. And he's no longer going to be in New York. Cristian Arroyo, a former teammate of mine, he went over to Kansas City. I don't really know why we didn't sign him. He was arbitration eligible, but we just didn't give him arbitration. He just left. Or we let him go, basically. Another team that did some moves, the Royals. They got some decent guys. And these guys right here, some notable players that went to other teams as well. Gleyber Torres, no longer with the Yankees, went to the other side, Boston. Michael Former also went to Boston. Jordan Montgomery went to the Yankees. And Jeff Hoffman also went to the Yankees. So the Yankees making some moves after Juan Soto, their best hitter, left to the Padres. And talking about players that went back to their team, Joey Gallo. So the Yankees, they don't sign Juan Soto, but they signed Joey Gallo, a guy that the fans hate. That's crazy. Charlie Blackmon over to Tampa Bay, the champions of 2024. Tampa Bay finally got their first World Series. And another guy that went back to his former team, Matt Chapman, signs with the Blue Jays. He played with them before. The Tigers making some decent moves, some depth players. Garrett Hampson is a good one. See potential. Michael Taylor is also a good one. They also got Travis Darnell, so Travis Darnell is not a Brave anymore. The Twins, they got some veteran pitchers, but not that much besides Loaziga in the bullpen. another bullpen piece. Gio Urshela also to the Twins. I think he was already there. I think so. Harrison Bader no longer with the Mets, so he goes to the Astros. Olivares gets picked up by the Astros. Anthony Santander gets picked up by the Astros. The Astros making a lot of moves. Jock Peterson, Kyle Farmer also picked up by the Astros. Zach Wheeler ends up leaving Philadelphia, ends up leaving the bank and goes to Atlanta. So Zach Wheeler goes to Atlanta, and Jacob Junis, another guy that we did not give a contract. He had arbitration, and for some reason we didn't give it to him, and instead of giving it to him, we gave a contract to Germán. Yeah, we gave a contract to Domingo Germán, and also Adrian Hauser too. So I don't really know why we gave up Jacob Junis like that. Clay Holmes, the Marlins got Clay Holmes because they no longer have Tanner Scott. So they made some decent pickups. The Marlins got some decent players, some depth players. The Mets, they got a lot of relievers. Caleb Ferguson, Scott Barlow, Scott Alexander, and they also got Max Kepler, B potential 82 overall in the outfield. Marte, I think this is last year, so that kind of makes sense. Eric Lauer, former teammate, goes to Philadelphia. And Max Fried. So they basically swap pitchers. Zach Wheeler goes to Atlanta, and Max Fried goes to Philadelphia. Hardworking Tommy Pham also goes to Philadelphia. Teoscar Hernandez goes to Pittsburgh, so we're going to see him a lot. And look who's here. Blake Snell goes from the Reds. He was in the Reds last year. He goes to the Pirates, this time on a longer deal, though. He signed a 1-year deal with the Cincinnati Reds, but not with the Pirates. He's going to be there for a while, 4 years. So that's it for all the spring training, acquisitions or the off-season acquisitions. This is how I did in spring training. Pretty decent, 315 average, 3 triples, 5 doubles, scored 17 runs, 20 stolen bases in spring training. I got caught stealing once, but that doesn't count. I still haven't got caught stealing in the MLB in the regular season. So we're still up there with an 1,000 stolen base percentage to start off the year. I did pretty good in spring training. I already have the diamond skill set. I have the diamond skill set. These are some of the new guys. If you guys want to pause it to see some of the new guys that we got. Not a lot of big changes. We did bring Willy Adames back, which was kind of the main thing I wanted them to do. But yeah, that's all that happened in the offseason for other teams.